for another lesson. The plague of content creators. Now everybody popping up as a content creator, and I'm pretty sure you see this, and there's no knocking it. For the men, if you're successful and doing something worthy, worthwhile, or whatever, you don't have no time to be worrying about what's going on with the issues with man and woman and the war and all kind of nonsense. You just don't have time for it because you're making too much money. And for the woman that have time to be doing all this, it's apparent that you don't have no man. Because any man that's weight in gold is not going to have his woman out here spewing out garbage out of her mouth because she represent him. And you ain't going to be on no platform talking about all these issues, and you don't have time for that. You in my house doing what I tell you to do, watching my babies, if you decide to go that route. And that's how it should be. The brevity of the people that just claiming they experts in all of this stuff is ridiculous. And you have OF models claiming to be relationship coaches and all kind of nonsense when you gain back shots on a daily basis for money and camera, and you don't want to call yourself a lady at the night. Right. I think it's just better to just relegate yourself to the sidelines. You'll save yourself a lot of headache and strife. And keep your ass off of the internet. Because all these channels and all these things and all this thing is just a bunch of misinformed people and all of this nonsense. I'm getting to the point where I just don't even be on this stuff anymore because it will take a toll on you and give you a negative outlook on life because it's going to damage you. Look at the people out here that posting damaging stuff and people just doing it for the attention and the likes and the gram and all this stuff. Like the woman that talk about her ex-husband filed for divorce and he get his children and stuff and she's screaming and she cutting it to just garner likes and sympathy. GTFOH. You just doing this for attention. Apparently, your husband/ex-husband married a liability. If you want to be a content creator, I run into a lot of people that say they want to be content creators and stuff and they just doing the same old thing that everybody else doing. Well, it's going to be a long, hard battle for you unless you learn how to game the algorithm, as I said before. But a lot of these people don't bring no value. Especially a lot of these female content creators that just look good, and that's the only thing that carrying and holding them up. I could promise you, if a very unattractive female start a podcast or a YouTube channel or something, I could promise you nobody gonna listen to her. But if that same unattractive woman start putting on revealing clothing and starting to pretend like she's a gamer chick and stuff, schmucks gonna pay her money monthly for her to do nothing and sit there. I wish men had that luxury. But why would you want that? Because as men, we rather go out and kill and destroy things and conquer many walls and lands than to just sit down in the house and do nothing all day. Unless you're a bum. Unless you want to chief all day and chief your life away. But that's a pretty lame and vain existence. Especially for a man that's supposed to conquer and dominate things. And you're going to see a lot of content creators keep popping up because they think it's easy. But you're going to see a lot of them fall off as well. And a lot of them don't want to pour in the grind. And a lot of channels going to have their metamorphosis into something else and change and many iterations before they find what they're supposed to do. But very rarely you see a channel that's just consistent, true and true. And you can't do that because then your business is going to fail. But if you're doing it for the people are really all about you, going to appreciate that. You've been taught.